All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another Swish stream with Steven. I am Steven. My team is Swish Gaming. If you enjoy the content that you see today, give us a follow on YouTube at Swish Gaming YT for YouTube, and Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch are all the Swish Gaming, an update we have made recently. All right, so this week we mostly did a bunch of sealed testing, preparing ourselves for none other than the Arena Open Day 1. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, and we're going to hop in it. We're going to see how we do. Fortunately, the last couple Arena Opens I've played in, I've done really well. Both the other videos that we made, we qualified for Day 2 fairly easily. I think 7-1 in both of them. Hopefully we can get that fortunate in this one too. I'm only going to do one bullet. I hate doing multiple bullets. I don't like spewing a bunch of gems off. So this is going to be my one run. So let's make it count. Okay. Enter this. Okay, I guess we get rewards for that. Wonderful. And what do we got? Okay, we got some messed up white cards. We've got a very good green card to kind of go with those as well. So this is not the archetype I typically am trying to play in this format, but it might just end up being what I need to play. So we'll see what happens. But Jin-Taxis can be good. It's very awkward against enchantment-based removal. It's also pretty expensive, but the card can be pretty good. And then Tamishi could have good synergy with these potentially, so let's kind of see what our pool is looking like. Okay. Our white cards are interesting. Let's go ahead and bring them down. This trick can be good. This card's solid, very good, solid. All right. This can do some nasty stuff if we're able to, like... Unfortunately, we don't have the 2-mana 2/2 uncommon that can sack and give things indestructible. I've seen that combo before, and that's really obnoxious, but still a good card. I'm going to put it in for now. Fall of Lord Conda can be really good. This is solid. I don't know that I would play both of these. Power 4, Greater, or Enchantment. It's like okay. The fact that it hits enchantments is pretty solid. I haven't actually cast this card yet, but I'm still fairly confident it can do some pretty good work for us. I've had my opponents cast it once or twice, that's for sure. I don't know if this card is actually good. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. It just seems very meh to me. I don't even think I'm going to bring this down. I'm pretty confident I'm not playing that card. All right, what is our blue doing? We definitely have some okay things going on in blue, but we're missing a good amount of evasion. I mean, I've got a couple of the modern ages, which is cool, but I'm pretty unimpressed mostly with the blue. The Jin-Taxis is all right. The blue's doing some good stuff. We'll bring these cards down. I don't think I'm going to play blue, but Short Circuit's playable. Jin-Taxis obviously quite good. Not a huge fan of Reality Heist with the way our deck is going to look, so that's not going to make the cut regardless of if we play blue or not. I've not been very impressed with Awakened Awareness, so I don't think I'm going to play that. Koi's good. Hacker, put that in here. Familiar, not too bad. Prototype does good work. Okay. Spheres are certainly playable. Crab's playable. I don't know. Our blue's not terrible. I don't know that I'm going to play blue, but we do have some depth in blue, which is nice. Let's check out our black. Black has, oh, I mean, it's got 2 lethal exploits. It's got an Infiltrator, a Reckoner Raid. This is a good trick. This is a very solid card to throw on flyers. This card's pretty solid. These are good. I don't think I've ever had 2 of the same shrine in my deck yet. That's pretty rare. This doesn't, the black doesn't look like particularly amazing, but how's our green look? We definitely got some of the... I feel like this is just going to end up being a green-white pool. I can already kind of tell. We've got a ton of enchantment stuff going on. This card's solid, this card's solid, this card... A wreck, yeah. I mean, if this is not a green-white pool, I don't know what is. Double Fade is very good. This is solid. This is, like, okay. I probably don't want to play this if I don't have to. I don't feel like this deck... All right, I think I'm almost certainly going to be some iteration of green-white. We might add another color for something, but... Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. All right, so far that's what our green-white would potentially look like. Now here's a card I would maybe splash for. Invigorating Hot Spring, the card's messed up. Card is messed up, and we have a duel. So I could very easily splash black or red off of a duel, maybe. It's unfortunate I didn't get the other uncommon duel that fixes mana, so we still might not be super in for it, but it's interesting, at least. If I were to play the Hot Spring, I probably would also play the Grafted Growth, so I guess let's put it in for now. Oh, I've got 3 of these. This card is not bad at all. I mean, at worst, it's a 4-mana 4/4. Would I splash any other red cards here? I don't think so. There are some interesting red cards, though. There's a Seismic Wave, which can certainly lead to some blowouts. Kami's Flare is interesting in this deck because we're almost always going to have modifications, which is pretty cool. And I guess Boar is kind of a sick late game play and also a pretty good combat trick, so that's another interesting card, but don't know if that's what we want to do, but I'm pretty happy with a lot of this. So I guess now it's going to be figuring out what we play and what we don't play. Do I splash red for this? That's debatable. We'll figure that out in a moment. I guess I bring it down for now, and we can figure that out. I'm just going to put this over here so I don't forget I have it. I feel like 2 of these is excessive. I think 1 should be fine. So let's go down to 1 of these. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm pretty happy to just have a bunch of 2-drops in this format. So like I'm honestly like very happy with my early game curve. A lot of this format is just getting on the board and pressuring. A lot of decks are very good at being aggressive, including the blue-black ones because of ninjutsu. So you almost always want to have access to early attackers and early blockers in like every deck, pretty much. Tail Mentor probably is like the most medium 4-drop. I don't need that many 4s, so let's go down there. That seems reasonable to get rid of. I'm actually not a big fan of this card here. It doesn't fly like my other vehicle does, and I'm really just not seeing like huge synergies. But maybe it doesn't need to fly. I mean, maybe it's still just good enough. I don't know. It's got some cool synergies maybe with Companion, Spirited Companion. If this like dies, I can later buy it back, draw more cards, do some messed up stuff that way. The hot spring stuff I'm probably just not supposed to do. Like, this is probably just supposed to be a clean green-white deck, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. I feel like this is almost certainly going to be a 16-lander. It's just going to be a 2-color deck. So I'm going to get rid of a land here as well. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is, like, interesting, to say the least. It doesn't look particularly exciting, but it doesn't look too bad either. Fade into Antiquity is a very solid removal spell in this format, as is Master's Rebuke. So we've got some pretty reasonable removal. We've got a little bit of like card advantage with the companion, or at least replaceability. It's not much card advantage. At 1/1 to draw a card is, you know, minimal to say the least. Hmm. Maybe I don't need to play this Regent's Authority. I like, though, that most of my creatures in this deck are enchantments, so it's going to leave behind the counter more often than not. That's going to be a pretty good 1 mana +2/+2 trick. I probably am certainly supposed to cut at least one 3-drop. I've got a good amount of 3s here. Is this card good, or is this card just nonsense? It has to be power 4 or greater. There are like plenty of decks that are just not going to have that requirement, but the thing is it can hit enchantments too, so it probably is never missing. It's pretty inefficient mana-wise, though, a lot of the time. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. This card is, I don't know. It's awkward I haven't cast this one yet, and like, honestly, I think we played about 70 games or something this week, so never casting this is a little odd, but it's just, I mean, it's slow. A lot of the white decks we played were pretty aggressive, and I think this one's going to be somewhat aggressive too. Like, it's not as aggressive as I would like it to be, but it still can do some aggro stuff. I can't decide if this recovery unit is good or nonsense. It might just be nonsense, honestly. I guess I can give it first strike with ace. So that's like kind of cool. Things will trade and die in long games. Yeah, maybe. Ugh. I really can't decide on it. It's also interesting that I can like crew it, play this, put a counter on it, maybe get better combats out of it. I guess Fall of Lord Conda and Repel the Vile have like pretty similar. They're gonna do pretty similar stuff. Typically, if a creature has mana value 4 or greater, it's probably also going to have power 4 or greater in most instances. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The only thing is this can exile enchantments, but I've already got Fade into Antiquity. I guess the real question is the one of Repel better than the second Fade? And I think the answer is no. Most of the busted cards in this format are artifacts or enchantments. It's not always the case. I guess there are the dragons, all the mythic dragons. All right, you know what? Maybe I go down a Fade because this can hit enchantments too, so it's kind of like another Fade, but it's a little more flexible. Why don't we do that? We're going to trim a Fade. Not sure if that's right or not, but I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to keep all my 2-drops. I really want to play creatures in the first 2 turns of the game, every game. I like the flying vehicle. Obviously, this equipment is sick. This card seems to be the next one on the chopping block for me. But again, that could be poor. Creature vehicle card with mana value 2 or less. It's crew 2. It's very easy to crew in this deck. Almost all our creatures crew it, other than our 1-drops. But it shouldn't be too bad to crew. I don't know. I mean, the crew cost is not the problem. It's just is this going to get me value? Is it going to attack well? I feel like it probably is. Do I maybe have too much of this stuff going on? Fall, repel, fade. Is that like too much? Too much of that effect? I'm kind of like tempted to play the fall because it's a good enchantment, which is going to be good with Generous Visitor, obviously. That's an interesting deck here. I do feel like it's a pretty strong one. The question is really just going to come down to how do I get the most out of this? In a lot of formats, I would cut some of the earlier plays here, but I don't know that that's necessarily correct in this format. I really don't. I like having a lot of early plays. But, man. I also, like, I kind of need to leave the removal spell stuff in my deck because I don't have much ways to get around or over my opponents with my creatures, so I'm going to need to get through them with removal. If I had, like, some Befriend the Moths or something, maybe I could jump things and get over people with my creatures, but I just don't have that option, so I really need to make sure that I can get things out of my way to get damage in. Maybe this card's just a little too cute. Maybe I don't need it. It's a nice trick, but may not be correct. May not be correct. So if I were to cut that, brings us back to 2 cuts. I feel this my gut is telling me to cut this card, so I think on that basis maybe I should do that. It's it's like really awkward. The card is like so good if people just like if my creatures just die at any point. Maybe that's a bad cut. Maybe I'll stick with it and not cut it. It is a very it's a strong card, right? A 3/4 for 3 mana is not too bad, especially if I'm on the play. It's typically going to get to attack. Hopefully something died. But if it didn't, it's still like a pretty good attacker. Hopefully we can find some value out of it, I guess. Oh boy. This is tough. Really, really tough. I could maybe go down a Moth Rider Patrol, but I really like this card. Just like it does what it needs to do. It's a 1-mana 1/1 flyer that then has some pretty good text in the mid to late game with the tap ability. It's going to be another way that I can just get through my opponent's creatures in spots. So I don't think I'm supposed to cut this. Can I maybe afford to cut 1 2-drop? A single 2. I currently have 6 2-drop creatures and 4 1-drop creatures, huh? I think I would rather cut a 2-drop than a 1-drop. I like that Moth Rider Patrol gives me a really good ninjutsu on Coiling Stalker. Maybe just generic 2/3 lifelink. I feel like this could be a reasonable cut. Let's trim one of those. One of those is fine. I'm not cutting the double striker. I'm certainly not cutting that. I like having a flyer. And I think I want all this, so we'll keep that. So one more cut. Just the trainee. Trainee is pretty good. So I probably don't want to lose this. Although it might, it might be the worst creature in my deck. How many enchantments do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 enchantments. Is Ace better or Trainee better? Or do I just get rid of, like, one of these removal spells? I feel like Fade is too good to get rid of. There's no way I play no Fades. I might even be wrong to not be playing both, but I think one is okay. I guess I'm just going to cut a generic 2-drop here. It's the Trainee or the Ace. I've got 2 vehicles in my deck. Giving them First Strike could be quite relevant. I think it's more relevant than random Trainee. So I think I'm going to get rid of the Trainee, and I think this is my deck. There is certainly some argument to get the Hot Spring in this deck, though. And just play that 3rd color. Because especially with 3 Jukai Preserver, like, that's going to be just so many counters moving around all over the place. Get counters on this thing too, which is pretty obnoxious. Like, it's a very good card. The question is it worth making my mana slightly worse and having this in my deck? I don't think I'm going to play the 3-mana enchantment that fixes mana still. I really don't want that card in my deck. But I could try this over, like, maybe the vehicle or something. So it's, like, super good with the Double Striker, too. What would my... So I would go down this, up this, down this, up a mountain, down this, up a mountain. So 2 mountains. And then would throw this into my deck. And then have to cut a card. I think that's the only red card I would really want to splash for. There are other fine red cards over here, but I don't know that I want to splash for them. Is this worth... That sucks so bad, Matt. Sorry to hear that, man. You've been having a rough day. You have been having a rough day. I'm not very confident about this pool either. I'm really not. Like I told you last night, I really don't want to play green in this format, but here we are. I mean, I'm pretty sure this pool is supposed to play green. And the good news is I do have a lot of ways to remove things. I just, like, I don't know, there's just nothing exciting about this deck other than, like, this one rare. But I'm not... And I guess, I mean, this rare is good too. So, I mean, I've got a couple good rares, but... I don't know, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. One of my rares is basically junk, in my opinion. Do not think this card is good. This rare is sick if you can get it to work, but I don't... I mean, I have no auras that interact with my opponent's stuff, so I don't think that's particularly good. Black doesn't really have any depth in this pool, unfortunately. Like, the black has some really nice early plays, and then it just stops being good at all, really. I do think this pool just has to be green-white. I really do, to actually have enough, like, early game plays to be good. Do I want to play this Hot Spring? Do I play 2 mountains? 2 mountains, and I think I would cut the recovery unit at that point, probably. Maybe I just cut another random 2-drop. It'd probably be this at that point. Does that curve look all right if I were to do that? Because First Strike matters a lot less if I got cards like this in my deck. What does that look like? So this and then 2 mountains. I feel like I almost want this card just to have, like, a little more to, like, punch through. and like give my creatures more relevance. What am I doing? Do this. Oh. And then obviously I could play the enchantment that fixes mana, but I think that card is pretty bad in a deck that's not going to utilize the mana very much. I'm basically playing a 17th land at that point. I guess I could get really wild and play 15 and play that card, but I don't think that's correct. I think I'd rather just play 16 and stay away from that. Huh. I don't know. Is this red worth? I'll read this again. So when it enters the battlefield, it's got 4 counters. Modified creatures have haste. Just in general, modified creatures having haste seems quite useful. And then obviously you can remove a counter as a sorcery once during your turn, or each turn, technically. So I guess you could do it on your opponent's turn. I haven't seen that one happen yet, but... Oh, you can only activate it as a sorcery. Never mind. I'm an idiot. So you can't activate it at instant speed. So you can only use it once per turn on your turn, which you typically do it in the first main phase. Give things haste, attack. Yeah, I don't know. Is this worth, or do I just make my mana better again? Because I am significantly decreasing the consistency of my deck, going to 7 of each colored source and then having 3 mountains. Maybe the card isn't needed, but I feel like I'm really going to struggle to get through. I don't even have like a good equipment to throw on my creatures. It's possible I'm falling for a trap with this deck. Maybe I'm supposed to look at not green, like white and something else. Is that possible? Should I look at white something else? Let's get off these lands. I'm going to kind of explore some of my other options real quick. I just have like so many good cards in green at the 2 slots. So it's like tough. It's tough to lose that. What would my red-white look like? I'm just curious. I always like looking at red-white. So this would be in. These would be in. I actually kind of like these on patrol. Explosive entry is great. Kami's Flare is great. You know what? I wonder if I'm supposed to do this. This guy. These are sweet with the... some of the samurai action. I don't have that many samurais, though. I don't know. God, this deck only has 3 2-drop creatures, but I guess it has 4 1-drop creatures, which is pretty solid. What else would I play here? Have I even... This pool is wild. I have literal 0 artifacts. I have literal 0 colorless cards in this pool. That's unbelievable. I just noticed that. 0... Literal 0 colorless cards. It's kind of a ripoff. A little bit unfortunate. And then I would probably play this. God, I guess I would play this here for another 2. What do you think of this? Does this have some game to it? It certainly has some amount of game to it. It's got 4 2-drop creatures, 4 1-drops. Just again, with this deck, it's going to kind of struggle to get through things, but I guess we've got Explosive Entry, Kami's Flare. Equipping these is nice. Would I want this 1-mana trick in this deck? Maybe, but likely not. I guess the Fall of Lord Khanda could maybe go for this. And then if I'm getting like a lot more aggressive, this card kind of sucks. Cast target artifact from your graveyard this turn. So it's kind of cool with the synthesizer, kind of cool with Ogre. Is this a samurai or warrior? It is. So I'm kind of thinking this pool's actually supposed to be red-white, which is just a little odd because my 2 slot is quite a bit worse, but I do get the Simian Slings and the synthesizer, so my 1 is... I mean, I guess I had 2 good 1-drops in green too, so I didn't upgrade here too much, but I think Sling gives me a really good way to use my mana, and it's going to punish people with my 1-drop flyers more. That's kind of what this pool is just going to... I think this is just what my pool is maybe going to have to do, is just kind of fly over people with like the riders and stuff. I don't know. I've got a few good like 3-drop flyers too. I'm more interested in playing this card if I'm playing this card, like 2 of these. Okay. So the red-white looks interesting. I might look... So just kind of taking a peek up here at my blue cards. My blue cards don't really complement my white all that well at all. I have very little ninjutsu. I have, what, 1 ninjutsu card? A singular ninjutsu card, so that doesn't really do much for those. And then, like, a lot of, like, just dirtily control stuff. That's not at all how I want to play this deck. So that seems bad. The Modern Age is really good, but... And so's the Octopus, I guess. But blue's just really not giving me very much. So I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be blue. White-black doesn't give me enough creatures at all. So it's either red-white or red-green. Like, certainly, in my opinion. Either red-white or red-green here. This card's not really any good here, is it? I don't think so. I don't really have any... I don't have excess treasures or excess artifacts in really any capacity lying around. This card's best in red-black, where it can utilize treasures, can utilize various other things, but I don't think this is particularly good in red-white. It can do a few okay things, I guess, but it doesn't seem particularly good. Green. This is tough. This is tough. So this comes back in, this comes back in. I guess like this with this, like I can just grow my flyers, so that is kind of cool. What does this do? X is the greatest mana. Okay, I don't think I want to play that. These, I think we didn't have this in the end. This. One of these. Weren't playing the grafted growth. We're playing this. We're playing these. And then playing 8 forests. This is utilizing my rares a little better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very unimpressed with this pool. Very, very unimpressed. So the question is, do I like... The problem with this format is doing stuff like what I'm trying to do with this green deck. Just like, I'm probably going to lose to a lot of aggro decks with this deck, and I'm also just never beating good mid-range decks. Yeah, screw this deck. I don't think this deck is going to get me 7 wins. I really don't. It just looks very medium. Green-white is one of my least favorite archetypes in the entire format from my playing thus far. I think I'm just going to try being very aggressive and kind of just sneak under people and kill them, because I really don't think this deck has what it takes to get the job done otherwise. Do I cut this for a 1-mana combat trick in this deck? I actually think I might. I guess the question is Fall of Lord Conda or Repel the Vile better? This is cheaper, but this is like It's got to be mana value 4 or greater. Yeah, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I just was not very excited by the green-white. So I think I'm going to do this, which is like, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I do have some, I guess the one uncommon in green, like if I have that and can put counters all over my flyers, it's interesting. I'm not really, Kami's Flare is good. Getting Kami's Flare is nice, but I've got the fight spell in green. Yeah, man, I'm really not certain if I'm supposed to play red or if I'm supposed to play green with this pool. This would be in, and then we play 8 mountains. That's what it would look like. I don't know, maybe because I have really good removal in my green, I can actually play to the late game better than I'm thinking I can. We'll try green-white, and if I totally hate it, we're just going to switch over to red probably. I'll give it a chance, but this deck just, I don't know, it's really not speaking to me. Kappa Tech Wrecker is very nice, though. I mean, I do have good cards. It's not a lack of good cards. It's just a lack of my belief in this color combination, I guess. And maybe it's better than I think it is. I don't know. We'll give it a try. I'll add some forests, and I'm going to pray to God this works. I could splash that hot spring, but I'm not going to. I just want to be consistent and not lose to nonsense. Again, be helpful if I did that, huh? All right, let's do this. 8 of these. Think we'll fire this off like this, and we're going to hope it works. So let's see what happens. I'm also going to add this to the decks. And I'm going to go to what? All right, discard changes. I'm also going to go back over to decks here, and I'm going to put this in Cardboard Live if anybody wants to check it out. I think this is definitely the right one. Should be. Let me just check real quick, but I think it is. Yes. Save and exit. I'm going to save this, put it on the Cardboard Live so people can check it out if they want. All right, export. And go over here. And refresh this. Cardboard Live. There we are. Put this up. Hopefully that looks correct. I think so. Hopefully that's good for everybody. But yeah, let's hop in our first match here. Can green-white get it done? My assumption is no, it can't, but we will see. Maybe I am underestimating this pile, but I think this deck is honestly pretty awful. I just think we're gonna get overwhelmed by quality. Like, my quality in this deck is just not that high. Well, I've got a flyer, and I guess I've got another flyer. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna just kind of hope this gets it done. Can a 1-mana 1/1 flyer do some work? Let's hope so. Flyer, your turn. Yikes. Yikes. Yikeroos. That is not what we need. I wonder if I was actually just supposed to play 15 lands in this deck. There's like no way, right? But I don't know. I'm like, fortunately, my opponent didn't play anything in the first 2 turns of the game, so they are giving me a chance to just aggro them out, hopefully. The 1/4 for 3 would be a disaster here. The 1/4 uncommon Beetle would be a disaster as well. All right, they're 3 colors. I guess that explains no play on turn 2. Oh my god. Alright, well, okay, that's, I mean, all things considered, that's a good draw. I think I do this. I don't think I have any double green cards in my deck, so this should be solid. This lets me hit my opponent for 5 here. Okay, that's going to let me ninjutsu, but I kind of want to ninjutsu this later. So let's crew. There's just like no reason to ninjutsu any of this, right? I don't think there is. Just seems kind of bad. I mean, it does just put this in as a 3-2, though, I guess. Could put a counter on itself. Maybe I'm not trying to screw around here. Maybe I just want to get max damage. Can, like, pick this up, put this into play, hit for 1, 2, and then I could even... like, not put a counter on itself. I don't necessarily have to put a counter on itself, but it does let it attack into this. It's actually a tough turn for me to decipher what I want to do. Five U. What am I picking up? It would be the Fang, right? If I were to pick something up, and then I guess I would put a counter on maybe the Companion. I don't think I'm supposed to ninjutsu yet. I don't know. That could be poor, but I don't think I like it. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to do it. That was a really tough turn. Kami. Sure. Okay. Huh. Let's play this. I think I just crew this and attack with this. And probably this as well. Seems pretty free. Crew here. Combat, send these two. He probably trades his mech. I am assuming. Crew's up. I could just tap this. I mean, there's some argument to that. Just tap your guy, hit you for 8, or put you to 8, hit you for 4. Is that actually correct? I mean, it lets me keep pushing a lot of damage. This card doesn't really matter that much. Does it have to be a creature? It does. So we'll, honestly, I think I am just going to say no thanks to this and tap that. Yeah, you don't need that. Go. Think I just need to squeak in those points. Gotta get in the damage while I can here. Okay. Still trying to sit back, huh? That's a very good draw. So he could have the 2-mana malfunction enchantment here. I think I just need to pray he does not have that. Play this, probably, right? Play this. Guess I don't really need to do that. Let's crew here. Just give myself some options. Crew here. Combat, send the flyer and my Death Toucher. Attack with these. Tap that. once it resolves, of course. Oh my god, please do not have what I think you have here, opponent. They're going to trade off. That's acceptable. That is acceptable, I believe. Okay. Another 1/1 flyer seems potentially relevant, so let's get it in. Go. Can I get those last few points of damage? That is the question. Okay, so they get a reacher. That's a disaster, but I can tap, I guess. Okay. It's honestly not that big of a deal. You can just, like, on their turn, tap their guy. Alright. So I just, like, play this, play land, end step, tap the Toad Rider. Seems fine. I don't have an attack this turn, but I will next turn. The annoyance of all this is that my opponent can kind of do some nonsense with just gaining life when they cast enchantments, but it is what it is. This 4/4 doesn't really do anything, so I'm just going to play this and play a land. What I really wonder is if I was supposed to ninjutsu this in that one turn, but then I would have lost the death touch attack, so I don't think I actually would have been up damage in the long run. I'm not certain on it, though. It's definitely a game I would probably just have to go back and rewatch. I think deploying this is poor. I think the only way we're going to win is just killing our opponent in the air, so let's try setting that up. I guess it bricks the 3/3, but I think this is fine. God dang it. That is exactly the card I was saying I hope they didn't have earlier in this game. So that sucks. Moved combat, huh? I think I just let him go to combat. That's fine. You want to attack, you can attack. This is crew 1? Alright, I'd like to tap that, please. Kind of just want to draw a land, which is wild. If I draw a land, I have double tap available on their next end step. Alright, well, pass. We'll tap your 1/4 and your 4/6. Tapping now doesn't really do anything, right? I mean, yeah, I'd rather just do it on their turn, I think. Do it on their turn, see if we can set something up. Pass. Go. The Moth Rider Patrol being an annoyance here for my opponent. Oh, stop. You don't have a removal spell, too. Come on now. Come on. A bounce spell, huh? Alright. That's fine. I mean, that's not that bad. I'm surprised. I guess that's a pretty big sell that they don't have a land in their hand. Whatever, that's fine. I'm surprised they didn't just cast that, but it's a huge sell they do not have another land. The card was very castable if they draw land, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. Whatever. It's fine with me. We'll redeploy it this next turn. And then this will be a good turn to finally get this into play as well. Oh my god, man. The wheel kick? Are you kidding me? Shucks. tap this, I guess. Sure. Screw up and bluff that I'm going to block, even though we all know full well I'm not going to. Dang it. Yeah, it's a very good no attack from them. I think maybe we can still win. It's going to be really hard, but I think play this, obviously. Play this. And I'm going to hide this land. I know that I lose this land if they, like, play a bug or whatever, but I think I'm fine to hide here. I don't think an additional mana matters that much. Okay, yikes. Okay, pretty freaking annoying. Sure. It has vigilance, which is very unfortunate. Okay. No blocks. Yeah, I mean, 9 lands isn't particularly helping me either, but oh, play this. Still just, like, don't have attacks, so I probably just pass. I mean, this is a real disaster right now. Real disaster. Sure. That will be getting tapped. Tapperoo. Look at my opponent's 3-color deck, just drawing less lands than the 16-land 2-color aggro deck. It's nice. Feels great. Wow. Okay. Okay. Sure. My opponent played this game really well. They didn't give themselves any room to get cheesed by anything. Well, we drew that a little late, didn't we? Needed a card like this 4 turns ago. Is there any way out of this? This Reacher is just a huge, huge, huge problem. All of this is just so bad. This is a problem. So how can I possibly win this game? Is there any chance at all? I can't. I feel like I have to hit one of these. Probably has to be this one. This one's a little more threatening. It's all just completely terrible, but this is just going to kill me, so I have to hit this. I mean, this is also just going to kill me. Like, yeah, they can just. I'm just so screwed here. Yep. Yep. Okay. It's a little late on that. Little late on that. Is there any way I can claw back? I guess if I draw my rare and can equip, then I can't lose the game, so we can at least sit here and play for a while longer. I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to beat, like, this stuff that's going on, but... Go. Go, go, go. Can't be blocked except by flyers or reach. Sick. Oh, and then he can clone the frog. I was just cloning that. My God. Okay. Like I said, I just have to draw my rare, I guess, and equip it and maybe try climbing back into the game. It's all I have. So we'll try to set that up, I suppose. Can't be blocked. Can be blocked. Oh. I feel like he's definitely supposed to send the Toad Rider there, but I guess he's afraid of something going wrong. Well, I have to crew this, so doing that. And then that happens, and then move to blocks. I have to block, I guess. Here deals me less damage, so that's the play I'm supposed to make, and yeah, all right. Let's draw a rare and see if some sort of miracle can happen. I think that's all we've got. That is not the rare. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. He can make this unblockable. Yep. Okay. 0-1. Frustrating. I think I'm going to switch to red-white. I don't think this deck can get it done. Just very, very unimpressed with this. So we're going to switch. Goodbye, green. And hello, red. Like, the stupid thing about it is I'm really not convinced this is, like, that much better, if it's even better at all, but I think we're just going to hope. Let's get the mountains in here. Okay. Let's try again. It's not a particularly exciting first round, let me tell you. I got close. We just drew too many lands at the end of the game, unfortunately. It's the problem with, like, green-white is you just, like, cannot push through, especially with the way my pool is. Well, this hand's pretty nice. So we're going to keep it for sure. Hopefully opponent plays an artifact in the first couple turns of the game, and we nuke it. Play this. Go. And we'll put a counter on our flyer, which will be really nice. Hey, look, artifact. It has ward, but it doesn't fly, so that's good news. Play this. Attack for 1. Go. Yeah, I'm not above blowing that up with explosive entry. Let me tell you, I'm not above it. Now, I don't think I'm supposed to do it this turn. Would give me more damage, but... Huh. How do I want to play this? I guess I could play Unstoppable Ogre and then can't block, still get in the 1 damage, and then next turn can Explosive Entry plus Companion. This card's a pretty nice attacker on this board too. My opponent's probably about to invalidate it in some form. This card really kind of sucks on this table, but I still think it lets me just get in there with the patrol, which I think is right. It also gets red cards out of my hand. This may not block. That triggers. Do I offer the trade with the familiar here? I guess I'm fine with that, probably. I don't see how this is really doing more for me in the future, so I think I'm okay with the trade here. It's fine. Get that off the board. Especially because this is an artifact creature, so it won't even get pinged off by the wave if I draw it. Okay, this is Ward 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, probably killing this and putting a counter here. Ooh. 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 Oh, it's Ninjutsu 4. Okay. Thought that was Ninjutsu 2 for some reason. I don't really care about this card. I just need to kill everything around it, and it won't matter. So... The next question is, I guess, do I actually care about this specific card? I think I do. His deck seems to be very built around artifacts, so I'm probably supposed to respect this. This card could be a problem with Ninjutsu, though. And I could double spell if I just go, like, Explosive Entry, blow the... But then I can't... Yeah. They just have to respect this card. How much ward is this? 2, right? Yeah. Target up to 1 creature. That one. Pay 2. Sure. Auto pay. I will not offer my Ogre for a 1/1 token. That is for sure. We'll save that to block something in the future, or maybe get an attack somehow. But okay. Opponent's deck is just rare vehicles the deck, apparently. Okay, sure. What is this? Crew 2? I think I like just double spelling with these here. Combat 2U, and then play some cards. Bang. Could ninjutsu the Kitsune, but that's, I don't think, correct yet. Let's get on the board more. Do that. Play another flyer. Play a... I could just play the double striker, actually. I think I want to save this to ninjutsu this one off later. Let's just put this into play. The double striker kind of represents like a random just 4-ball out of nowhere, which I may need in this game. Oh, that's awkward. That is awkward. I don't think this card's doing very much, so we're just going to pitch that. That's fine. So that's 3 other artifacts and/or vehicles right now. Big yikes. But I guess this card's not that threatening when I can keep tapping it with patrol, so that's something, I suppose. Let's play this, I guess. Combat. I'm going to send both my patrols. Still don't send the ogre. I can't really... I can't really send these because you can just crew that up. Yeah, do this. I need to get that 1-1 off the table. It's like very crucial. Yeah, makes sense. So what? Why are you tapping like this? Do this, please. Ninjutsu, please. Return this and replay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Puts them to 8. Play this. Go. Now the Kitsune's nice because it's a good attacker. Like, it's going to force my opponent to make some blocks they might not want to make. I just have to get these artifacts off the board. If I can prevent the core from flipping, I'll be in good shape. I also do just have Patrol to tap. So it's not like I snap lose to it or whatever. But, I don't know. I'm in some danger, that's for sure. It's a scary spot. God, that's annoying. Okay, whatever. Ooh, that is nice. That is nice. So now I'm going to send all 3 of these, and then I flash this in, give this indestructible. Okay. Okay. I'm into that. Let's go. This does have flash, right? Yeah. What? Why are they not blocking? What is this play? Okay, damage. You got a 1? Are they somehow going to put an artifact into play on the end step? Are they going to blink the companion? Well, no, that won't do it. I don't know what this is. This play was very strange to me. I don't get why they wouldn't block the ogre with the 1/1 token. Very confused. Sure. Core's 4 others, so that's not good enough. Mm-hmm. I have 3 flyers, so they're dead. I just attack with all my flyers. I'm just going to do this right now and give the 4/1 indestructible, I think. I have no idea why they took all that damage. It's absolutely wild. Okay. Really don't get it at all why they took 4 that they didn't need to take. That game's going to be significantly harder had they not just taken that, but whatever. 1-1. Can't really say the red cards made a massive difference there, but they made enough of a difference. Explosive entry was really good. Blow up your thing and get a counter. Like, making that thing a 2/2 flyer was huge. While also killing one of their things. Excuse me. Okay. Well, that was a more exciting second round. How about this hand? Let's send that back to wherever it came from. Yeah, this hand's fine. Which 4-drop do I get rid of? It's probably this, right? I mean, just keep my busted rare. Pretty easy. Just go 2-drop. 2-drop, 3-drop, play this, make it indestructible, and just hope that's going to be good enough. It's just kind of how I have to play this deck, is just do my thing. Well, now I get to play a double striker, probably. It's pretty good. Okay. Combat. Hiya. Play this. Go. Now I can play this, say you can't block 6U, even if I miss a land, which is very good. Okay, there's still just doing nothing. Combat. Hiya. I guess I'll flash in this Kyodai on their turn. I mean, this is... I don't really know what my opponent's doing. They just didn't make a play in 3 turns and limited. Okay, sure. Oh, they're gonna try. Are they gonna try and like instant speed bite me? I wonder if I play around that and just don't flash this in. I think I'm gonna hold this in my hand. I feel like they might have a bite. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play around that. There's just no reason not to, I don't think. I'll take that trade. Okay. Well, I assume this means they don't have the fight spell. So I probably just do this right now. Although, maybe I just lose this. I really don't want them to have, like, been patient and waited on it. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way they would have been heads up enough to take that, would they have? It seems kind of wild. I'm going to flash this in. All right. I suppose I hold this in case they go like black mana, you discard 2 or something. And then also had a creature they could play. I don't really need mana next turn at all, so let's do this. Sure, that can't block. Kill you. Good game. GG Sick Mythic. I get why they kept the hand now, but you can go ahead and not do that, please. Do not block. Lose game. 2-1. Opponent ambitious, keeping a hand in this format that plays a Mythic on turn 5 but didn't have a play until turn 4. And it was a 1-drop on turn 4 too. It's just pretty awful for them. All right, well, the red deck is, I mean, the red cards keep doing very relevant things. Like, you can't block is a nice keyword to have. Just get some damage in. El Diablo. Yeah, keep. I'm in. In for this. Uh-oh. All right. Well, I'm happy that at least won't stay in play ever. It's one, like, huge downside to that card is it just, like, you continue to have to invest a mana into it and you don't actually progress your board state. Okay, that's a pretty good one. I don't think I'm going to play that for a minute, but it is a pretty good one. Play your 2-2 again. Just slam it. Just slam it. Get 2 in on me, man. You got it. Okay. I think I get the life linker going. And the reason I want to get the life linker going is it's a little harder to kill than this guy, but this guy does pressure them harder. Well, one thing's for sure. Let's hit. There's no way I'm not attacking. I'll tell you that much. All right, what creature am I supposed to deploy? This swings the race, but it deals less damage. It's also like a way worse attacker. I guess this is like a huge blowout with Seismic Wave potentially too. If they have a kill spell, they're probably killing my thing regardless, although this doesn't die to the 1-mana red spell without an artifact. Yeah, okay. So maybe I do this then. Swinging the race is still pretty relevant. Yeah, let's do this. I'm fine with this. Sure. Sure. Well, that blows. Really blows. Play double striker to just get another thing that gets in the way of everything. Probably. That's probably right. I could play like my flyers to start getting over, but just trying to think about how I would block if he attacks, right? I would block with these, I guess. Wave can't kill it because it deals 2, and then it is an artifact creature, so it's not going to get any damage. I could just get this in and try trading this. That actually seems a-okay, too. You know, let's do that. That's fine. Go. Because I'm fine with either trading this or for whatever trick he might have. And I'm also fine with just this not dying and getting to attack. So, yep. Oh, God, please do not have explosive entry. Explosive entry would be pretty tilting after making this play, but I think it was still the right play for me. I think it just sets my blocks up the best. What in the heck is this? So there has to be some real shenaniganery going on here, but what if I just do that? Just that alone. Don't block this? I guess I'm fine with forcing him to have 2 tricks, though. Huh. He might have like the -2/-2 spell, but then he just probably would have killed before blocks, right? I guess maybe not. Block here, -2/-2 spell. Kills it, gain no life, exiles, and then like first strike spell here. I think I just like, if he has it, he has it. I don't know. I got to get through his nonsense eventually anyway. Let's see what he's got. I'm fine with this. I feel like it's going to be like the first strike spell on the 2/2, kill the 2/3, and then let the 3/3 trade. Okay. Sure. Return to action. Okay. It's pretty freaking tilting. Just really good double pump spell there from them, but what can you do? What does this do? CMC 4 greater, so nothing. I guess I just like play my double striker, probably. God, man, this is like just vomit inducing, truly. Truly vomit inducing. I think I want to get this down. It holds this back. It will hold this back. I don't think I'm going to double block here, though, is the issue. So I'm kind of just taking a turn off to get this into play. I could just trade this with it, which is not very appealing, but it might actually just be the right play. That might be how I need to play this game. It's like so weird, man. Let's play this. I think I'm just going to take this turn off, which means I'm probably attacking with this because I'm not going to block. So, yeah, let's do this. Go. These +1 counters are just eating me alive. The one on the Song Shaper is causing huge problems. And the one he's about to get on this is going to cause huge problems too. And now he gets to kill that. God, man. I just have to trade this? That's CMC 4 greater, right? So that's going to get hit by the fall of Lord Kanda. Did I just trade this off? Just trade the board off here? Then this like starts getting in on me. I guess that's okay. And then I get a 1/3 that's just going to get in this thing's way. But then I can keep getting hit by these. It just sets me up poorly. No, I don't think I can block. Yeah. That'll blow this up. That's actually very good. It's very, very good. I think that's actually maybe how I'm supposed to play this turn, because that kind of just invalidates their turn. I wish I had another play, though. If I did this first and hit this... Gets this around like a 2 damage spell. If they have any 2 damage spells, they'd have to like play this and sack this to kill this. Oh, each player gains control of all permanents they own. That's just not good. The question is, am I supposed to just take that damage? It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage either way, though. But then I get a good block. I think I have to explosive entry this. No attacks. I don't love that it's not mana efficient, but I think I need to protect my life total here. Okay. Are they going to cycle that, or are they just going to play that and just get in? I'm going to block the Ronin here so they can't get a redraw if they're trying nonsense like this. Sure. I guess I should have thought more about ninjutsu. Holy smokes, dude. Can I draw a land ever in this game, please? I guess we'll do this. Hit this. Go. I don't know, though. I didn't really want my opponent to get a redraw either. Like, just pick your poison in this format. It's so annoying. Do you play around pump spells? Do you play around ninjutsu? It's like a lot of crap you have to think about. Go to 2. Okay. Just any day, a land would be spectacular. I think I have to like wait one turn on attacking, which is really awkward because like I want to punch. Wave is lethal. Just have to hope he doesn't have a haste creature. If he has a haste creature, I'm pretty much dead. But I think I need to press damage. Do I play around a top deck haste threat? I don't think I can. I think I just need to turn. Just send. Just send and try killing your idiot and hoping it's good enough. I should have waved before doing anything, I guess. But it is what it is. I guess if I don't attack, I can like synthesizer and play this for like one turn. I'm gonna attack. If they have a haster, I die. It is what it is. Kill your guy, go. Please do not have a haste threat. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play a 3-power threat here, and I've got lethal next turn. With this, I just play this, say you can't block, and kill him. So, combat, hiya. Play my flyer. Go. Please do not kill me off the top. Opponent. Okay. Okay, well. Interesting. How am I supposed to play this? I guess I can just like force the chump block here by playing this. And I can try to just like trade this. It seems okay with me, probably. Do I play the synthesizer in case I hit a land? Probably. We'll see what we hit on the synthesizer here, but I do think I'm supposed to play this. Okay, play that. Play this. Can't block. Hit. I've got 2 blockers left to his 1 attacker, so I should be in pretty good shape here. They have to chump there. Take 3, go. Got a good trade available. Oh my god. Oh, repel. Let's go, repel the vial. Get out of my way. Get out of my way right now. Okay, and if I attack all, he's dead. So let's go. Bang. Yep. Let's go, man. That was a tight one. 3-1. All hail red and white cards, I guess. Yet again, sweet mythic. It's the second mythic dragon we've had to beat today so far. It just seems to be this sealed format. It's like everybody has these completely ridiculous cards, and if you don't have a good pool, you just need to slide under, and that's what we're trying to do with this deck. That green-white deck was just never going to be able to quite outlast decks like that, I don't think. God, this hand, man. This hand blows. This hand is so bad. I guess this, like, redraws. I mean... God, I hate this hand so much. I almost wonder if this deck should be 15 lands. After that last match, like, I guess probably not. Like, we're going to have games like that on 16 lands, but... Oh, this hand is just terrible. It's got this as a redraw, I guess, which is just also not even that impressive. I need a lot to go right to win with this hand, but I might keep it anyway. It does just have a bunch of plays. It gets on the board. I am on the play. Just needs so much to go right. So much needs to go right if I keep this. I've got better hands than this. I'm going to mull. Alright, this hand is just so much better. Keep this. Get rid of a land. Darn it. He fogged my first combat step. Combat, hit you. Play a mountain, I guess. Go. Hope they don't play a rat here. Or not a rat, the beetle. The beetle would be disgusting. Because I really want all my cards right now. That's one of the worst things that could happen to me here on turn 2. Okay, combat. Hit you. Looks like they have something, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Play this. Suit. Go. Ah. Wonderful. Well, this doesn't really do anything yet. How do I want to play this? Crew, hit for 3, flash this in, make this indestructible until this leaves, probably is going to be the line. Need to not let my opponent ninjutsu me. I could like tap, but that's just not getting damage in, and I don't think that's a winning line. I'm gonna hope they don't have a counter spell or a good removal spell for this, but I can't screw around here. I've gotta. Also, worth noting that if this ninjutsus, like if you ninjutsu this and get another creature into play off this, you don't get the trigger. So that's pretty good for me, I guess. Go ahead. I do think I'm going to do this and probably make the suit indestructible. There's an argument to make the patrol indestructible as well, but I think the suit is a better decision. I don't know. Do I just let them hit me with this? I'm going to do this anyway, right? I'm just like wondering if they like have a pump spell or something stupid that I don't really want to lose this to. I don't know that I care. Like, the best possible case scenario for me here is that they put in the 5/5 and I can just fall of Conda it. You know, I think I'm going to let him hit. I'm going to let him hit. Put in the 5/5, baby. Let's go. 5/5 me. 5/5 me. That's not what I wanted at all, but it does get hit by the fall, so it's pretty good. And like I said, they don't get a trigger off that, so that's pretty good for me. It gave me a target for fall, so I think it was pretty okay, I guess. Kappa Tech Wrecker. Well, I'm definitely giving that indestructible. Kyodai. Target the suit. My turn. Okay. What's more important, red mana or white mana? White, probably. Doesn't really matter that much. Play this. Hit your stupid ninja. Goodbye. Oh, I'll leave this back to potentially block the Kappa Wrecker. Do I care if he blows up the fall of Lord Konda? Probably. I kind of want my 1/3, right? So, combat, hit ya, hiya, go. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to let him blow up the fall there. Yep. Oh, this has got to be awful for me. Does this count as a modification? I mean, I'm going to block. Yeah, I was about to say. What do they have? Oh, death. Yeah, dude, so stupid. F and A. All right, well, it was pretty bad for me, for sure, but whatever. Do I hide this in my hand? Probably, in case they play like the 4-mana uncommon that edicts or makes you discard. It's one of the most annoying things about black in this format is there are just so many things you have to think about and play around. There are combat tricks, there are ninjutsus, there are like what discard effect are they going to have? It's rough. Playing around black cards in this format is rough. All right, that is absurd. It's actually absurd. I don't have anything I can buy back quite yet, but it's pretty dang good. I mean, combat hit you with both, I think. What the heck is this? What's my opponent doing here? What trick is this? Let's say. So now I think I play around the discard effects because an edict just makes me sack this. So play this, go. Got a kill spell for my Heiko. Would really hope they do not. Being able to replay the vehicle here would be huge. Well, the good news is I just have a ton of creatures that are a big problem for my opponent here. I would like to go to combat, please. I would like to attack with this and trigger the Hiko. They must have some sort of trick, I would imagine, but sure. It's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. Play this, play companion. I should have tapped differently because I have 1 mana. I have another patrol in my deck. Okay, worked out fine. Go. No artifacts in here at the moment. Okay. How much ward is this? Ward 2? Okay. Can tap that down on their turn if I'd like. Probably fine, I guess. I'm not going to let them ninjutsu that foolishness, so I guess I play my land and just pass turn and tap it down for 6 mana. And then I can attack my opponent next turn. Yep. Do it upkeep, maybe. Upkeep, freeze your guy. So they can't draw like a safekeeping or something else that's annoying. It's fine. I'll wait till they move to combat, I guess. You may not attack. Yes. I would indeed like to pay this 2 mana to tap their thing. Indeed, I would. What is happening? What is the confusion? I'm tapping your thing. Do they seriously have a safekeeping here? That'd be wild. I'd like kind of be okay with it too, because then I just like can replay the suit. Auto pay. Tap. Tap, tap, tap. That will never be untapping as long as I can help it. I just never need to, this just can just never happen. So I always need to make sure I can block their stuff. That's actually a pretty reasonable draw, all things considered. Crew this with a companion. And combat. Just attack here. Could attack with the Hiko, but he would certainly block, and then if he had a neg2 effect, he'd be able to kill the Hiko, which is kind of keeping him like in this lock right now. Because if he draws an answer to suit, it doesn't really matter because I can just replay it on the following turn, and then I just play both my things here, play this, tap your idiot. Go. And then on my next turn, I can tap this, and then he has no blockers, and hopefully is dead. I will pay 2. Tap your thing, please. All right, now the question is, will I go for lethal here? I think I do. I think I just like tap their thing, fire this up with the 1-3, and just get in there. Oh, I think that seems like a good play. Okay, they did have Tamio's safekeeping. Interesting. What an annoyance that is. Oh, I need them to not draw a ninjutsu creature, pretty much. Do I just attack all? I think I might just attack all here. They can block here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go to 2. Just need my opponent to not draw a ninjutsu effect, but I think I do just push here. Put them to 2. Yeah, I'm just pushing. I'm not screwing around. Like this, we just need to put this game away. And honestly, like, even most ninjutsu things probably don't beat me here. So I think I'm going to... Is there any reason to play this? Not a huge reason. What's the reason not to, I guess, is a better question. Go. Please don't kill me. Oh. I guess I should have known they had that safekeeping from how they played 3 turns ago, and they like weren't letting me tap their Sky Turtle, or were considering not letting me tap the Sky Turtle. What is this? A spinning wheel kick? Killing 3 of my things? No. Nice. GG 4 and 1. Boom, 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 boom. Hiya. Good game. Good game. 4 and 1. Okay. All right, on to the next one. I guess. I mean, it's just going to play a flyer and throw an equipment on it, and let's just hope it gets there. I mean, it's a pretty solid hand, though, in all honesty. Like, I've got plenty of card advantage. I'm on the draw. I've got plenty of plays in the first 3 to 4 turns of this game, so it should do pretty good work, hopefully. And I've even got the synthesizer and my 4-mana 3/3 combo like set up if I find that 4-mana 3/3. So we're into it. Green. Well, that's hopefully a really good sign for me. Because as most of you have probably gathered from this point, I don't think green is good at all. I think it is quite poor. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to punch for 1 and play a companion. It's pretty simple stuff here. Boom, boom, draw a card, go. Yep. Sure. End step, put a counter on your idiot, I assume. Probably just like play Sling and put it on the companion so I get an attack. Really? Can I please draw a way to blow up an artifact? The 2 mana. Ah. That's still pretty good though. But I'm going to want to modify a creature first. So I. How much is this to accrue? 3? I want to hold off on this until I just like have enough mana to play pretty much every card in my deck. I think I have one 5-drop and everything else is 4 or less. So as soon as I hit a 5th land, if I can play this with 5 mana, I just like can't miss. Let's play this. And let's kind of think about how I want to run this turn. I kind of like slinging this and hitting 4. I mean, he's not going to block this anyway, so I guess I can sling this. And then next turn I get to kill this. Yeah, let's... Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to play the double striker there, but I'm pretty excited by this. Really. I would be stunned if he blocked the companion there. Stunned. Okay. That's dead. Sure. You want to talk about something that is not long for this world. It is that thing right there. Okay. Do I play this? I have to respect this here, right? There's no way I can leave this in play. I think I do still play this. Let's see what we hit. Maybe I'll play a spell off it. Dude, God. I just shouldn't have got greedy. I have 4 misses. To be fair, I literally have 4 cards that miss out of 28, so that's pretty ridiculous, but it is what it is. Let's kill their guy. I'm not about this at all. It's pretty freaking annoying, though. Whatever. 3. Go. Tilting, but I think we can survive. So. Born to drive, huh? Sure. Okay. Oh, is a 4/4 good? Or would I rather just have another white source? I think a 4/4 is like fine. It's not particularly bad. It's a good thing to sling up next turn too. So I think I'm just going to play the 4/4. I'm going to punch for 2 in the air. Boom. I do have a 2/2 from that Reckoner raid. I definitely can't ninjutsu right now, I'll tell you that much. Is a 4/4 good? I think it has to be. Let's just get it down. Let's just keep, like, my opponent's missing lands. Let's just keep making it very difficult for them to actually utilize their Bank Buster via card draw. And let's just try and continue to get damage off the... that sucks for me, I'm sure. Okay. Alright, so I need to try to kill them before that card becomes valid, which probably won't happen, but... sure. Have any artifacts in here? No. But I do have the combo now, which is hot. What if I were to move this over here? Does that really do anything? It just gives them, like... It does, like, next to nothing, right? So it's just not actually good. We'll trade this off or the Bank Buster off. I guess I'm just, like, fine with that. I think I, like, have to make that play. I'm fine with either 2-for-1ing my opponent or getting their Bank Buster off the board, and I'm also very fine with getting in 6 damage, so we'll see what they do here. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to kill this, so let's do that. And yeah, damage. Damage. Get that out of here, please. This is a 2-2 with Vigilance from this dice, right? Yeah. You just want to be efficient and play this. God, what is that tapping, man? Get out of here. Play this, go ahead. Yep. God, that card is so annoying. So there goes my Hiko, I would imagine. Yep. Yep, no attacks. Repel the Vial. Well, that's going to be really good for that, at least. Don't think I'm really changing much here. I could use this and try to hit a land and get a 3-drop in, but I think I just want to get the Hiko down again. So, bang. Would love another white source. That would have made things significantly less annoying this game. I'm going to keep acting like I have a +2/+2 card, even though I don't. Sure. There's that card. They had to sack the companion, right? The companion is just absolute trash. Absolute trash. Yeah, it's just like gotta be that. I think, although this can block. Oh, do I discard the 2-3? Maybe the 2-3 life linker is actually worse, which is insane to say, but I think that actually might be true in this given game. Oh my god. I don't know. So right now I have a double block here, although they're not going to attack. I don't know. Something's telling me I'm supposed to discard, so I'm going to pitch this. Dude, I would love a white mana, please. I'm so sick of not being able to double spell. Well, I have to deal with this thing, so let's repel the vial, please. I could also... Did I just do, like, exile and enchantment? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I probably just exile the enchantment just in case they have some wild way to lower its power. So they crew there. That's fine. I hit for 2. Now they get a flyer off this ridiculous rare. Our opponents just played uncommons and rares the entire game. It's been pretty annoying, and my deck won't give me a white source. Well, let's do this, I guess. You have no other play that makes any sense, so let's do this. We're just not going to quite be able to get there this game, I don't think. I mean, maybe we can. We'll see. Beating this 3/3 flyer is going to be asinine. I guess I do have Synthesizer and Hiko, so that's something. All right, now I think I have to sack the companion. Feeding the long reach of night is not great, but I think I have to do it. Does this only trigger once a turn? That's so ridiculous. It like can do just ridiculous, man. All right. Well, I guess the Blade Blizzard has an ninjutsu anyway, and the synthesizer like I have things I can do with my mana without casting spells, so it's like 100% my opponent has spells in their hand because they missed lands forever in the early game. We tried to get some pressure and just couldn't quite get it done. I'm wondering if, like, I think on turn 3 of this game, if I would have played the 2/2 double striker instead of played the sling and equipped, that may have been better. And not worried about the modification as much. Not sure how many more attacks we would have been able to get, but alright, well, okay. That actually lets me use my cards, which is nice. If I play this and equip here and he blocks, he takes 2. Seems like okay. I lose my flyer. Well, I have another flyer here though. Yeah, I mean, I think that's got to be the line. Play this. Maybe my opponent DC'd and I'm just going to get a free win here. I don't know. That seems very unlikely with where this game is, but I can't see their hand, so maybe they're raging off. I have no idea. Maybe they DC'd. I would certainly take a free 5th win. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a hard game to work through still, but I do think the second patrol puts me in a really good spot. Yeah, we might actually just get a free 5th win. That would be insane. This should blow him up, right? Nice. All right, well, there's definitely an asterisk next to that win. And the phrase better lucky than good definitely comes to my mind. But we'll take the win. I mean, I'm not gonna whine about the 5th win there, so. Okay. Can we win 2 before we lose 2? Let's hope so. I feel like I was getting pretty unfortunate in a lot of spots in that game too, and we were still able to pull it out. The mana was a joke. The hit on my Mythic Dragon was a joke. I mean, yeah, I'm keeping this. Could be a little better, but I'm still going to keep it. The question is, when do I want to synthesize? I don't think I synth on turn 2. Hopefully I draw a creature I can play on turn 2. That would be ideal. But We'll see. No dice. Hello, friend. Uh, combat. Bang. Go. Am I gonna get choked on red mana this game? I'm just gonna draw all red spells on one. Is that an artifact? Hmm. That's gas. That is really gas. Do I creature or vehicle? So I can like attack pretty freely here, and then next turn just like play this. Say, yeah, this is like a very easy attack for me, I think. Okay. Well, now what? I think I just play a 4-1. The recovery unit's not going to be able to attack, so I think I am just still supposed to jam this 4-1. This just won't be able to attack yet, so yeah, let's get this into play. It lets me potentially as well next turn play Synthesizer, and if I whiff, I can do this. Now, again, I would like to wait on this, but I'm also like gonna play my spells in an order that makes sense. I'm not just gonna sit here and not do anything. Like if I draw another red card or whatever, do I let this hit? I think I just let this hit. I don't care if he ninjutsus. Like he can ninjutsu in the life linker, and then I can just like kill that. No blocks. The worst possible for me here is, I guess, Kappa. Kappa Tech Wrecker would have been just a disaster, but I'm not playing around the uncommon. Not playing around uncommon into uncommon nonsense here. All right, well, that could not have gone any better. So I'm going to go this. I'm going to go kill your thing, and I'm going to go attack you. Target opponent, you. It's so annoying how many artifact creatures there are in this format. That deal 1 stuff just, like, hardly ever works. But let's get a hit. Go ahead. Next turn, very likely just going to play this, see what I can hit, and then move the sling onto the patrol. Sure. Please attack. All right, that's very, very good. So I'm either going to hit a land or I'm going to hit a castable spell. There's literally a single card in my deck that I cannot hit. If I could not hit the 5-drop here, that would be just bueno. Muy bueno. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. I even get to... Oof. That is very good. Let's just tap 2. Make sure this doesn't screw me. Just never know with Arena, truly. Do this, kill this, deal you 2, hit you for another 6. Go. Next turn, if I draw a land, I have potential to tap a blocker and equip the Ogre. But either way, tap your guy, hit you for 4, put you to 1, means any creature ever being blocked kills them from the sling trigger. So they're in trouble. They are in trouble. Okay. Would love to see my opponent tap out. All right, well, they did not tap out. How do I play here? So the question is, what do they have in their hand? What if I just attack for 2 and bait them into killing this, so then I can attack with this next turn, like crew off this, and then return this, potentially? That doesn't seem that bad to me. Or I could move my equipment here and keep this in play, but I feel like they have something to kill this, but I guess then I'm forcing them to kill it. I don't know which is actually better for me. I think I just want to punch in the air and play a recovery unit here. I think that's a better line. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm aware that that is what you have. Play this and equip my guy. Certainly the line, I think. Let's make sure this doesn't die to like a neg 1 BS play, that stupid Umezawa crap that he could play. Hopefully Repel the Vial is going to be really good here. I guess I could have repelled the Vial to Dockside Chef. I completely forgot that that's a thing I can do with this. So tunnel visioned on hitting a huge creature. That's a bit of a yikes. Okay, so they definitely have a land. Put a counter on their guy. Sure. Thing. Sure. My turn. What does that do? So... Oh, that's actually nuts. So I go hit either one. It really doesn't even matter which one I hit, because he has to chump block this Imperial. So I repel the Vial, one of these. Probably the Dockside Chef. Hit this. Or this. Really doesn't matter a ton here. Crew. I agree. It's very nice as an opponent. Very, very nice. Equip this. Return my flyer. It goes to hand. I thought it went to play. All right, well, they can never block anything again, so I guess they can kill the sling. I will not block. Lifelink ninjutsu. It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, but still fine. Sure. 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 So what if I do this? What if I go pop this, crew with the 2/2 and the 1/1, and then equip this, attack with both these, kill him? I think that's the play. Don't know if that mana is correct there. It probably isn't, but whatever. I don't think it even matters, so I don't really care, I guess. Oh, equip here. Combat. Let's go. Let's go. 6 and 1. One more, please. One more, please. Okay, sick. Can we get one more dub? I can do better than this hand. I've got to be able to do better than this hand, right? This hand is so bad. Mulligan. I seriously have to go to 5? I'm not going to keep a hand like this. I just refuse to not play a game. It's like so terrible. It's such an unplayable, just god-awful hand. Like, maybe it can catch up if I miss. I guess I just get rid of the ace. It's like so bad. It's just not good, but going down even lower seems maybe worse. I'm going to go to 5. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Keep these. Go. Praying for a lot of X1s that are not also artifacts. Alright, well. Can I draw some lands, please? Okay. That's, yep. It's pretty good for my opponent, I would say. I can cycle. Come back. Do I go get a land? I think I just have to. I have to play one of these next turn to have a chance to win this game, so... yes. Channel. Get a plains. Play the plains. Go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if I let this happen, I can go deal 2 to this, and then it'll deal 1 to each of these, but then he still has this. God, that is just disgusting, man. How do I have to play this from here? Just like trying to flash this in and pressure their walker, maybe? I guess that's just got to be the play. There's just no other real play I can make here. I think, do I offer the, yeah, I'd rather them not draw cards, so I am going to attack, and if they block, great, and if they don't, great. All right. Go, I guess. Need hope they don't have a counter. Need hope I can pressure this thing, but certainly in trouble here. I don't think this play is right. It's mana inefficient. I don't get things into play. It's just very awkward. I guess they're giving me one more chance at it. Maybe I do just go for the wave, actually. Wave, kill this, and then later I can try eating this with this. Screw it, whatever. Target this. Target an opponent, you. suit up. Yep, sure. Well, at least they don't have suit up for when I try blowing them out with the dragon, I guess. Go. Yep. What a tilting attack. It's a good play from them. It is, but it's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, to say the least. Okay, flash this in. Target doggo. Yeah. Okay. Play both of these. I think I like that. I think I like attack and then play some good stuff. It is the best chance I have to potentially win this game. Especially because this just lets me replay artifacts. So if he kills the Kieran, which he might do, he's probably kind of tempted to do that here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what he kills. Yeah. No real shocker there. Kills that. Yep, kind of figured that would be the case. Well, that's pretty stinking good. I think I'm just going to play that and equip here and attack. I think that's the best way to win this game is just get damage. In theory, I could attack here as well, I guess. And then re-equip. What's he going to do? Well, no, because then he just trades here. That's terrible. Yeah. All right. Reconfigure. Here. Okay. Combat. Boom. Let's get that damage. Let's get that damage. Go. Sure. It's a little annoying to say the least. So now I don't attack with that. There's no way. Do I just equip Companion and attack and just like make him take a ping and then play Hiko? That's kind of interesting. Kind of like keeping this in play with 1/1s and things of that nature. I think that's good. Attach target creature you control. Here. Combat. Boom. Sure. Trigger. Play this. Okay. It's annoying. Very annoying. Not gonna lie to you. But give me a break. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, no blocks. It's fine. Alright, well, play this. Um, probably want to equip this. So re-equip. here. Definitely gives me the best chance later to do something effective. I need to draw like the you can't block for this card, the 4-1 that says that can't block, and then I can like accrue here, get in for 7 potentially. They are in an awkward spot because they don't really want to chump with this. I need my opponent's hand to be really bad. I mean, I mulled to 5 and they played a Behold. Like, what are you going to do? They also played a Mythic on turn 3. Just casual this format, slamming rares and mythics in the first 3 turns of the game. It's what I've noticed a lot about this. A lot of cheap rares and mythics in this set. A lot different than Crimson Vow in that sense, where at least Crimson Vow, you had time before these rares hit the board. They're not as dominant as in Crimson Vow, but they're like all of them are still very stupid, and they're all like very cheap. Sure. The Koi. Okay. Okay, that does something. I'm never blocking with this, right? So this is probably what I'm going to accrue with. I think I'm going to equip this and attack with just the suit alone. Probably the right play. Play this. Crew here. Equip. Here. Combat. Hit. I assume they trade with their Koi, but maybe they don't care. Yep, take a damage. Okay, damage. Re-equip onto, I think it's still this. Opponent currently has 1 modified creature, so they can't kill this. They have like the neg thing, although they can kill this, but I'd like this to not die for sure. Yeah, let's do this. Go. Don't think I'm quite going to be able to get there this game. It's just been a little too low on resources, but I've been in the spot a few other times in this set, but this guy's deck is just very good. The suit up on turn 3 was particularly disgusting. Or I guess it was turn 4 because they had played the Walker already. No, that card is also a problem. As if I didn't have enough problems already here. Okay. It's a interesting thing to equip. Explosive Entry. Can I still win? If I blow this up and tap this, at least get an attack in here. Then he just throws the lifelink thing here. So yeah, that's not going to get the job done. I guess I just blow up the lifelink. Probably. Blow up lifelink, counter here. Man, this is difficult. Or do I just not care about this and just save my tap? Do I just like blow up the flyer, attack for? Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's do this. 1 creature. Any other creature doesn't really make sense, so I'm going to do this. Attack. Sure. I guess maybe the counter is supposed to go somewhere else because this block was fairly obvious. Am I supposed to kill? Probably the vision, although to win he has to play cards, right? So maybe I actually get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Damage. Go. Opponent just has way too many things. Just like too many good things. Too consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're moving to attack. I probably tap their 4/4 flyer, I assume. They can't reconfigure this again. That's fine. Tap this. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, question is it worth using my brain power to play any more of this game? I don't think so, honestly. I think typically I don't usually like calling it quits in games, but this is just like I just don't think I can quite get through. It's like now they get to just like start threatening this on this, and then yeah, let's just go to the next one. My opponent would have to be a fool to lose this, and let's hope that in our do or die game we can get the win here. Can we make it 3 day ones in a row on stream that we get 7 wins? Let's find out. God knows I need to draw better than that. Mulligan to 5 was really, I mean, that's really what did us in. Like, just being down to 5 cards was so bad. But every hand was a joke. Like, my 7 and my 6 were just egregious. All right, I've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop hand, so I am going to keep this, even though this doesn't have all my colors. Hopefully we'll find it, and even if I stay just all white, I'm just going, like, flyer. I'm just playing this on turn 3 and just going to make them beat it. Okay. That's a very, very good draw. Play this, hit you for 1, go. Okay, that's also very good. Okay. 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 Attack here. Like I said, we're just trying to rush. Just trying to rush damage here. Oh. Trash bot. Sure. Is Hiko actually good, or am I just supposed to push damage here? I don't actually love Hiko yet. It doesn't really do very much. Huh. Gets around like counters and stuff, but I don't know that I care. Yeah, I'm gonna play a sling and just equip here and punch for 5 in the air. Let's just get that damage. That's what this deck needs to do. Yep. Problem is now they just like equip the stupid Eater of Virtue nonsense. That Eater of Virtue is going to be a huge problem. I need to like find an answer to this. I guess I can just like tap their glider. Koi. Okay, so I guess I just go like tap your Koi, attack, get damage again. Play this, tap your Koi, attack, put you to 8. That's what we have to do. Four. Go. Yep. Yep. Just play land pass. Just start tapping things every turn. Just not going to let that equipment have text. Yeah, you may attack. Okay. Let's give this a little taparoo there. Oh. Well, that's pretty darn good. Now I'm sad I didn't tap the Koi. Guess I should have played the drawing that, but hmm. I think I'm just gonna pass. It's fine. We'll sit here and do nothing for a minute. I'm okay with that. God dang it, man. Sure. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Assume he moves it to one of the flyers, and then I hit the flyer. Okay, exile that garbage. Okay, so interesting. I can just replay this, which I think is worth here. I think I just... You may cast, target. Okay, I have to target. So just give one of these up and then just replay my guy. My 3-2. Probably what I have to do. Conversely, I can go tap this, hit you for 3, get this into play. Huh. I think I want to just get that flyer back onto the board, though. Okay. Combat. Target that. Yep. Play this. Go. Go, go, go. Terminal. Sure. Sure. Yep. Dude. Oh, that's so annoying. It's still very beatable, but just so stupid. Oh, that is nuts. So blow up your trash bot. Whatever he equips to gets trample. But it's like fine, right? I mean, I just like... Yeah, this is so broken. I just do this, blow up the trash bot, put a counter on Hiko, then equip Hiko with the sling, and then replay that again. Resolve that trigger. Reconfigure over here. Combat. 5. Trigger. Okay. Go. Please don't have a farewell in your deck. Oh. Let's go, man. Come on, baby. That's it. All right. Well, 3 videos in a row. 3 day ones. 3 qualifications for day 2s. We'll see if we can get a little better job done this time on day 2. But single bullet, I think we found the best deck out of this pile of honestly garbage. Like, this pool does not look good at all. But we found a way. Red cards are able to just kind of get you there sometimes. I mean, you just play 1-mana flyers and throw equipment on them. But hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. As usual, if you enjoyed the content, give Swish Gaming a follow on YouTube at The Swish Gaming YT, and on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, The Swish Gaming. I'll probably do my day 2 playthrough tomorrow around. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was pretty intense. That last match was really tight. But all right, guys, I'll be doing this again tomorrow. We'll post the day 2 stream at some point. I'm not sure exactly when I'll do it. I obviously have to register in the morning, so it might happen earlier rather than later, but we'll see. But anyway, I will catch you all tomorrow. So see you then.